Today I'm going to show you how to write a haiku. And haiku are a form of Japanese poetry, so they're very short poems that come in 3 lines. So you can recognize a haiku when you see 3 lines and by the number of syllables in each line. So line 1 always has 5 syllables, line 2 has 7 syllables, and line 3 ends with 5 syllables. So it's always 5, 7, 5. Okay, so remembering that, I do have some examples to show you that I found online. Some of them they're all written by people I do not know, but or sometimes the poem didn't have a poet's name, so I just left it blank. But anyway, I wanted to show you starting with a rainbow. Okay, so I think when I read this one, I'm going to clap out the syllables, and you can clap along with me just to test and see if there are the right number of syllables in each line. So remember, it's 5 in the first line, 7 in the second, and 5 in the third line. Ready? So a rainbow. Curving up, then down, meeting blue sky and green earth, melding sun and rain. And it's by someone named Donna Brock. So she did a lovely job. And the syllables should fit. So we've got 5 here, curving up, then down, meeting blue sky and green earth is 7, and melding sun and rain, that's 5. I'm just going to read the other few poems that I found online without really clapping it. I just want you to enjoy the words and how they sound together. So here is Beaches. Sand scatters the beach. Waves crash on the sandy shore. Blue water shimmers. And this was written by Caitlin Gunther. I'm going to flip it over because I found a few more that are really nice. Here's one about fall. Leaves changing colors. Pumpkin pie. Apple cider. Visions of autumn. Now this one had no title, so it's just tree branch sways slowly as a child sings a sweet song, gracefully it goes. And finally, you could write about animals too. You can pretty much write about anything. Okay, so tree frogs. They live in tall trees, such cool, luminous colors, sticky pads on feet. And this one does have an author's name that came along with it, Matthew Rickus. So these are all examples of haiku. And to write your own haiku, I found some worksheets that might be helpful for you. I have 2 sets. So I think this one's actually easier to start with personally. I used this one to think of my own haiku, and I'm going to use these in this video. The first page lets you come up with your topic, and then you write down words, and then in the circles next to the words, you will write down how many syllables are in each word, and then you can publish your poem on this draft paper. So I'm going to show you how to do that with this paper. There is a second paper that I found that you might like to use too. I feel that it might be a little trickier just because right away you just write down the words in the haiku, and you might have to make mistakes and have to cross some words out, but you know, that's okay. And just play around with the number of syllables. And just talk about it down here, how you might find, oh, I have too many syllables in a certain line and I have to take some words out. That's what you have to do in a haiku, is just play around with the number of syllables and the words just to make it fit. And that is a challenge in haiku, and it can be really fun. But I'm going to show you with this sheet. All right, so I was thinking about several topics in my mind, and the one I think I want to start with, let me see, I was thinking about writing about a giraffe, and I thought, no, maybe I'll wait till another time, another day to write that, or the desert, that can be really lovely, or I decided to write about a waterfall. So let me stick with that, okay? So I'm going to write my name on top. Forget your name, because when you upload it to Google Classroom so I can read it, I will know who the author is. Today's May 5th. And then it says haiku is a form of Japanese poetry. This is all the stuff that we talked about. It reviews all the instructions, how many syllables you need. And this is our sheet to help us to think of our ideas. So I'm going to go ahead and write, I want to write about a waterfall. Okay, something from nature. And then I'm going to think of some words. So I know a waterfall can be really huge. So maybe I'll write giant. Giant can be tricky because I thought, is it two syllables or one? But usually when you have these two vowels together, it's giant, giant. So it's one syllable. Crashing, because that's the sound I think of when I think of a waterfall. Crashing, crashing is two syllables. So again, loud noises when it comes to a waterfall. How about thundering? Can you figure out how many syllables are in thundering? All right, I hope you guessed it. It is 3 syllables, thundering. The water in a waterfall flows very fast. So I'm going to use, I could use the word fast. I'll write that down. That's one. Also the word swift. That's a synonym for fast. So swift is 1 syllable. I like the word gush, because that definitely is what happens in a waterfall. It gushes water. That's 1 syllable. Let me try to think of words with more than 1 again. How about roaring? I'm thinking of lots of loud words. Roaring is 2 syllables. I want to think about how the water in the waterfall looks. So maybe sparkle. It does kind of sparkle. Sparkle is 2 syllables. What about, how about swirl? Swirl is 1. So far, thundering has the most syllables, doesn't it? What about flowing? That has 2 syllables. Try to think of as many words as you can. You don't have to fill in all these spaces, but I really love words, so I'm going to try to think of some more. Rapids. Like the river, rapids. River, because that's what a waterfall is. It's the end of the river going down, crashing down over the edge of a cliff. River is 2 syllables. Mighty, that means strong. Mighty is 2 syllables. Let's see, I'm trying to think of some more. Torrent, like a torrent of water. Torrent is 2. And, water, of course. Water is 2 syllables. All right, so I was able to fill up this whole chart or worksheet with some words. And then if you think of more, you can write some more down, or when you start writing your haiku, it's okay to bring up words that maybe you didn't write down on this list. It just comes to you later on, and that's all right. So, but you can use this list. This is going to be very helpful for me to start writing. So I'm going to move this over. I still have it in view. Even if you don't see it on the video, I'm holding it or placing it right next to me on the table so I can keep looking at it. And I'm going to start writing my haiku. So I'm going to write the title. I'm going to call it Waterfall. Right, and then I'm going to see what I can come up with for my first line. Again, I need 5 syllables, so it's good they have this reminder for us here. So let me start with, let's see, swift, that's 1. Flowing, that's 2 syllables. Swift, flowing water. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to write that down. Swift, flowing water. Let me check that that's 5 syllables. If it's too many, then I can take a word out or find a shorter word. Or if I need more, then I have to fill it up with some more words. Swift, flowing water. Okay, that sounds like 5 syllables. Okay, then I can start writing my second line. I need 7 syllables here. It's kind of a math lesson too today, isn't it? So 7 syllables. What else can I think of with a waterfall? Maybe I can use the word crashing. This crashing. Ooh, I can put this down. Something really loud. Make it really loud, like the image of a very loud waterfall. Crashing like, I know the word like wasn't on my list, but sometimes you can make sentences up with this. Crashing like rocks thundering. Ooh. Let's double check if that's indeed 7 syllables. Crashing like rocks thundering. Yep, that's 7. And then I have one more line to create. So maybe how the water looks. Ooh, okay. How about white? Whoops, white. That's an I. And sparkling. Sparkling, yes, sparkling. White and sparkling. So that's 5 syllables. So my entire poem is going to sound like this. Waterfall. Swift, flowing water, crashing like rocks thundering, white and sparkling. And that is how you create a haiku. So I hope you give this a try. I think I might, if I can, write up some more poems and show you later what I come up with. But I'm really excited to see your haiku, Room 17. Go ahead and try writing them out, and maybe we can share them in Author's Chair in our next Zoom meeting. Take care and good luck.